Hey everybody, Scout Crafter here again. It's Monday, the Monday after Jacktown, and today we're going to devote today's program to showing you what we saw during the show, and also the fantastic meetup that we had, which was overwhelming for me. And I just wanted to start off by saying I want to apologize because when we started off having this little meetup at Jacktown, we only had a few people, but it's grown quite a bit, and unfortunately, because it's grown so much, I get very flustered. As you can tell when I'm up there. It's very difficult when there's so many people there, and I want to sit down and just take 10, 15 minutes and talk with everybody that's there. But there's just so many people, and it's wonderful. And I'm so glad everybody got to experience one of the greatest shows I've ever been to. There was a threat of rain, and I was hitting rain all the way up from New York all the way there, but then it stopped in Pennsylvania. We had a little bit of drizzle, but the weather was perfect. The deals were unbelievable. I've never seen such deals in all the years I've been going. It's just fantastic. It was unbelievable. Everybody had a great time, and like I said, I apologize about not being able to talk to everybody individually. I was supposed to meet up with my buddy Dave, you know him as LV Woodturner, and I saw him there, and then all of a sudden, next minute, I was getting kind of pulled over by the staff of Jacktown because they're wondering, with this huge crowd, who I was and why didn't I pay to have this assembly there. But we're nonprofit, we don't do anything for money. So I spoke to the president, we understood. I wound up joining the association. I'm now a member, card carrying member. But anyway, we had just an absolute fantastic time. And a lot of you have, they bring down some things. And let me show you what people brought down. And if we have time, of Wednesday, I'll show you what I bought. I didn't buy a lot, but it was just so good. And there was so many other fantastic videos on Jacktown. Bob's Wood Shop did a great video. 357 Magdad did a fantastic video. So I'll have those links in the description. And some other things. So let's get right to it. And take a look at Jacktown. Come along with me as if you're right there next to me. Okay, 6:20 a.m. Let me show you what's going on. Okay, check this out. 12 volt, right? Upgraded. Look. 1800. Isn't it funny when you see like a tape, a price sticker with a tape on it? Check out this cool little pump, right? For you when your basement gets flooded. 150. Look at this bad boy with the steel cart. Look at this, huh? And that's 175. It's upside down, but how cool is that? Remember when ashtrays used to be nicely made? Please. Okay, nice. Allison Chambers. Look at this, 1,500. Look at that, huh? Nice tires. Good ones,
a lot of good stuff today.
Oh man, did you see? We were just. They had something like this. It was kind of unorganized.
Yes.
Unorganized, but they.
That's where the good deals are, though.
Exact, some of it. Yeah, it looks like drizzle.
I got a class coming up June 10th. I'm teaching on saw restoration and sharpening.
No kidding.
I'll do that on a Saturday, June 10th.
Look at this. Look at that pipe threader. $5. Don't you start. Look at this. They used to carry this in the car. Carry extra bowls and stuff. Look at this plane for $5. That's got to be a 5-foot wingspan. No, the one with the that handle, the clear handle. Bob.
Little drills in there, huh?
Oh man, we
Look
were
at
just
those
talking
things.
about. We just saw that, and they say, "Wow, I can't believe that was there." Or
You know, funny, until the internet, I didn't realize.
this was a real highlight for me. Years ago, a company by the name of Struck came out with this mini beep. It was a do-it-yourself kit made from plywood that would come out like a Jeep. And I always wanted to build one of these. I think they're so cool. I never saw one in person, and it was so great to finally see one in person at the show. A gentleman restored this, and it just looked awesome. And this thing, I'm going to put a link in the description. You got to go and see this commercial. Best commercial ever made in the history of commercials, this video. I'll have a link in the description. Wow. Just beautiful. Things you wouldn't expect.
Don't fit in, yeah.
Like here. It is awesome. I know. And
Two each. 7 of them.
all right.
20 on full.
I've seen all kinds of braces and people. You look around and you see a lot.
I'll always be grateful to this gentleman because years ago he's the one that told me about Jacktown.
Little ones are brats. They're cute. No love.
What's the other one going for? That's right. 65.
This guy with the black trout always has some great stuff.
Yes.
Or that
How are you?
Yeah, he can find somebody else. Is he still in jail or is he out?
He got out. Then when he was in jail,
How much are these signs?
I didn't even know. Two of them there. The other day I ate in a church.
Look at that fan. See that Tonka car carrier?
Yeah. He's got a lot of nice Tonka stuff. 180. Yeah, I'm not buying it.
Is it really? Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, but that little thing, that thing's perfect as far as
He's to the right of that horse trailer.
Okay.
He'll know. He'll know. He'll point you in the right direction. I think it's.
I remember Home Depot had a sale on toolboxes, but they were missing the drawer. You got that nice cameras that you film with, right?
Yeah, but it's not like a new telephone.
I think I have that as a dump truck. Yeah. That little guy.
.805 Road King pointed out this scale for $5. That'd be some project, huh? I bet you that's a beauty.
That's the problem with my place. It's just so small. It's only like a 2.5 car garage.
On film. First of all, I want to thank everybody for coming down. We got a few channels here represented. Other than... Well, look at you all. Everybody's all smiling and happy. Jacktown, 2023, no more COVID. Excellent.
I don't want to be on a.
All right.
I gotta get low profile.
Now, how much did you pay for all this?
15.
15 bucks.
For the bucket.
And you already gave away. Ryan is such a great guy. He picked up these tools, a whole bucket full, for $15 and these axes, and he was giving them away to everybody at the meetup who wanted them.
Yeah, I know you hate Jersey,
Sorry, my bad.
but I gotta get you down to one of my auctions down in Falmouth.
Ken?
I've been wanting one of these.
Look at this. $10 for the oil thing. $20 for the Craftsman.
That's awesome. I think that's all aluminum in the base. Yeah, sure. Yep. $2.
$2 for the chair. we're getting my buddy Dave, old Sneelock.
Let's
Go find the choo-choo train.
Okay? Okay, let's go find choo-choo. Okay?
I meet up with you, buddy.
Is there a price on that?
On this one?
No. What a great deal this socket set was for $45. Look at that. You don't see these too much anymore. Oh, 45. Okay, thanks. Thank you. Every time I go to Jacktown, my tradition is afterwards I stop at this gas station and get a gas station egg salad sandwich. And my girlfriend thinks I'm out of my mind, but it really is good, and I've never had a bad one yet. Okay, so as you can see, it was a wonderful show, and I only photograph certain things. I don't get everything, but if you look at the other videos, you'll see what the real show looks like through everybody else's videos. Like I said, Bob's Wood Shop and 357 Magda and whatnot. But here, a good friend of the show, who I've seen many times at the shows, he mentioned last year, he said, did you ever see that screwdriver? He tried to talk about it. I never seen it, so he brought it down and gave it to me. This is a Pittsburgh 3-in-1 multi-bit screwdriver. This thing is so nice in the hand. It's Pittsburgh, I know, right? He says he uses these all the time and he buys them every couple of years. But look at this. It's got a parallel grind on it. You can see it turns around. It's just a beautiful screwdriver. I don't know what they run. It's got a nice grip to it. It's very ergonomic. So if you're at Harbor Freight, this is made in Taiwan, much better than made in China. Really nice lifetime warranty. Check this out. I think you'll like it. He showed me, and I'm telling you, it's beautiful. So thanks very much. I ran into Bob Hart, and Bob had said, he says, he just gave me this, was wrapped up, and he says, yeah, something, maybe you want to fool around with. And look what beautiful tools these are. You can see here, this is a WM, right? What is that? WMH Jorth? I don't even know how to pronounce that. I'm not even going there. But out of Jamestown, New York, and these are real old-timey. You can see just the way the geometry set up. They did away with that a long time ago. They brought the rivet much closer to the jaws to give you more leverage. But this is early, and you could tell it's early, right? With the tack puller and stuff. So that'll be fun to do. And then this little twisted bicycle wrench. Again, almost very early. There is some writing on there. I can't really see it. But we'll clean this up. So, Bob, thank you so much. Those are cool. And then this fantastic couple who lives my next door, Nate. They live in Whitestone, which is right next to me. But they were just coming back from a trip out all the way to Utah. They were making their way back, and they added this to the trip. So hopefully this was a good highlight to the trip, because it was so nice meeting them. Look, it gave me some great stuff. Look at this here. Look at this paint and varnish scraper. New old stock made by Warner, but look how cool. This is just so reminiscent of the stuff you would see on the shelves back in the 50s, right? Even the way it's written. I love this kind of stuff. Obviously, no barcode. But, I mean, just beautiful. I mean, the way it's painted. I can imagine going to a hardware store and seeing all this. It sells itself, the advertisement. And he also gave vintage electrical components, which I absolutely love. You know how I love old-timey electrical stuff. And look at this. Here we have an old outlet. This is a different time than that, whole different type than the stuff you see today. This had a different type of wall mount. You see here, this clip comes off. You don't see these, this is not what you would buy today, but this is a Bakelite. And you can also see it's got polarized. There's no ground on here, so this is old, right? Because everything now has a ground. It's like a three-way. So that was really nice. And then this here, absolutely beautiful. This is a vintage, and we're going to talk about this. I'm going to do this on one of the episodes, but this is a vintage mercury switch. Yes, there's mercury in here. They stopped selling these because of that, but there's a little vial of mercury in here. When it's a silent switch. Listen, you don't hear absolutely nothing. That's because there's a bulb of mercury that tilts. And so we're going to talk about that, and I'm going to show you the pros and cons of that. And then he also gave me an early Bryant. This is a ground fault socket outlets pair that you don't usually see anymore. This is one of the early ones, because you can see they don't have the colored buttons and whatnot. But how nice is that, huh? This is just great stuff. And then last but not least, which really is this porcelain light fixture. Now look how I love it. I can't tell you how much I love this stuff. And when I see stuff like this thrown out, if I find it and it's not broken, I'm ecstatically happy. But see this here? This was a regular light fixture that we put up. It has a pull cord, which all my fixtures in my house have, because it's an old house. I don't have any wall switches. And this is porcelain. This is absolutely, totally rebuildable. Everything on here could be rebuilt. Just beautifully made. They don't make them like this. So I'm going to clean this up, show you. We're going to mount it, and I'm going to get a globe. And they had so many different globes that you could put on here. You see, you screw these out, you put the globe in, screw them in. You old timers remember this. But, it's even got the cloth wire. Love it. Absolutely. I can't tell you how ecstatic I am over this. This is beautiful. So special thanks to my neighbors from Whitestone for that. And please, in the comments, let me know so I know which commenter you are in there. Just let me know. Also, this here was given to me by 805 Road King and Mike Small Engine Mechanic, who one of the highlights for me when I go to the show is to hang out with those guys. They are the funniest guys. We have the best time walking around. Patrick and I always walk around the whole show together, but when I meet up with those guys, it's like a whole different world. It's and funny. 805 Road King, one of the funniest guys you're going to meet. Look what they gave me. This is a World War I ammo box. And we're going to be doing this very shortly. The first thing I have to do is, is get some replacement screws, because the screws are, they're the old time type, and it's seen a little wear, but they made these out of oak. Very interesting boxes. We're going to talk all about it when I do it, but I'm going to have to get these original World War I screws from the era. You can't put in new screws. It just don't look right. So what do you say? You see, it came kind of like a greenish hue to it. Greenish hue. But now it's kind of worn out. We're going to see what we're going to do. We're going to keep it original. But how beautiful is that? Thank you so much, guys. That's so nice. So in closing, I can't tell you how grateful I am for everybody coming down to show their support. We had a whole bunch of YouTube creators that were there, that also came down, which it really means a lot. And everybody was so nice. You know that show. And I'll tell you, smiles galore. That's all you see down there. So everybody had a good time. And I know I did, not only just meeting you, but the show was just fantastic. And I'll show you on Wednesday what I got. I hope you have a great day. Start of your week. Take care now. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.